Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today I'm going to hopefully answer a bunch of questions that I quite typically get on the channel. We are going to be looking at scope camera from the Burris XTR Pro. A lot like the Tract in regards of very good glass quality, very good smooth controls, but none of that's really important to what we're here for today. You're looking at the reticle right now. Important to note is that there is that floating plus sign instead of a floating dot. That's a big difference from this and a lot of other reticles that are on the market, but neither here nor there. If you look at that reticle from the center of that floating plus, as you get down to the lines, that is 2/10. We are obviously shooting mil today, so that's 2/10 of a mil. And then you have one, you can see there's 2 mils below it on the bigger lines, 3 mils, 4 mils, 5 mils, 6 mils, etc. And that's going to be duplicated on both elevation and the windage side of things. This particular reticle, you can see the 8/10 is actually on the left side. All the others, 4 and 6, are on the right side. That's going to help you figure out basically where you're at. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I really quickly wanted to show some love to our channel sponsors, Utah Airguns. Those guys have everything from airgun to precision rifle shooting accessories. If you're looking for bags, bipods, tripods, optics, and anything in between, they have it. They have super competitive prices. They ship really fast, and they are truly good people to deal with. I've been dealing with Utah Airguns for 3 or 4 years now, well before the channel sponsorship deal, and I really like those guys, and they really do have good prices and a pretty crazy selection given that they are mostly an airgun shop. So I would truly appreciate it if you gave those guys a shot at your business. We certainly appreciate them. Now let's get back to the video. This rifle is relatively zeroed, and let's get straight into this. Let's see, there's a target there. Let's check that real quick. A little bit of right to left wind, so that makes sense. All right, yeah, we are relatively zeroed at 50. Let's back off here. So a lot of the questions I get are how to use a reticle. So first of all, for all this, you have to be zeroed. So once we are zeroed, you can use this to build dope. You can make on-the-spot corrections, and it doesn't matter if it's mil or MOA, as long as they match. As long as your reticle's mil and your dial's mil, or your reticle's MOA and your dial's MOA, then you are good to go, because we are going to see the correction that we need to make in our scope off of 0, and we're going to dial it, and then we're going to get impacts. Now, the other option is just to hold, but here let's pretend like we know nothing about the ballistics of 22 or any rifle we're shooting. And we are zeroed at 50. Let's find a good target here. Let's see, that target right there is about 80 yards. Now, if we didn't know what the correction was for that, we could simply hold right here at it. And we see where that hit. Let's hold, we're zeroed. Let's hold right at the base. And it's hitting just about a mil low. So what we're gonna do is hold 1 mil. And we hit the target. So now we know that we could always dial 1 mil, get us in close. Let's go after this guy. And see, we're hitting where we're aiming. So now we're gonna go to 100 yards. Again, we pretty much know what that is, but we're gonna pretend like we don't. We're gonna go back down to our 0, and let's hold the base of that. Actually, let's guess. I want to say, let's say we think it's 2 mils. I'm going to hold 2 mils right at the base of that target. And you can see we're holding there. We were holding there, and we hit about 3 mils high. Let's try it again, a little more zoomed in. We're holding the 2 mil mark right at the base. And we hit, so we held here, and we hit right there. So that difference is about 4/10. So we know that the round is impacting somewhere around right there. So if we want to hit this target, we simply put that hold on the target and we hit the target. So we know that's about 1.7 mils. So we'll dial 1.7, check that again. and that works out. But let's go a little bit further. You have to forgive me, scope cams do not like white targets, especially when it's sunny, but if we had no idea what this was, we could guesstimate this. Let's see, it's 150 yards, we think it's 5 mils, so we're just gonna obscurely dial that. This is way out of focus. And get you guys focused in. There we go, focused in. So we're gonna hold right here, and we've dialed 5 mils. And ooh, look, we barely caught the top edge of that plate. Not even sure you can see that, but we were holding here and we hit 1 mil high. So we were 1 mil high. We'll make that correction on our turret. We'll go from 5 to 4. And now we're gonna fire again. Hit a hair low. Try again. It is a hair low, so that's good. So we're dialed 4, and we can see we're aiming here. We're hitting right there. So that correction based on this reticle is 2/10. So we're gonna dial that, 1, 2. Pretty money. Yeah, so what we're doing right now, if you don't know, is we're basically getting our dope, data on previous engagement. So we shot at 80 yards and we figured out that was 1 mil. We shot at 100 yards, we figured out that was 1.7 mils, and now we're at 150 yards, and we figured out that that is 4.2 mils for this scope and this ammunition. And we can do this all the way out. Let's go all the way out here to 180. We know that that's a little further, and excuse the frogs, they're going crazy, but we don't know how much. So we're gonna go 6 mils. It could be anything, we're just gonna take a guess. The plates are a little shot up, but we're gonna aim right here at this guy. Okay, we see that. Okay, so both of those were a little high. Let's send one more because we did get a little variation there. Okay. So we're about 2/10 on average. So we're gonna dial 6.2. This ammo is just random ammo. That's why we're just shooting it up. And that's why it's not very consistent. But we were aiming over here and we were hitting a little high. So if we needed to shoot this egg target, oh, just missed him on wind. All right, so because that ammo was pretty inconsistent, I'm gonna take 10 rounds of the good ammo. Hopefully this will make this a little bit better to watch. That was a random lot of lot tested ammo we used for another video that actually didn't work out really well in this gun. That's why it's here and being shot up. But let's go to the good ammo. Let's go back to our 6 mils and let's pick this guy right here. That was really high. That one just missed on wind. So we are pretty dang high. We're gonna try 5.6. We're at 6 mils. Let's pick us a better spot. Actually, let's go to the same spot. That one hit just on the right there. Same spot right there. So that's about perfect. We are using 2/10 of windage there. So we're gonna use what we got from that. And we're gonna use that to hit that target. And that is why that's the good ammo for this rifle. And that's why I'm not shooting up a bunch of it. But all we're doing at the end of this is using the reticle and knowing its markings, knowing what they mean by those subtensions, 2, 4, 6, 8/10. And we're shooting at the targets, we're getting that dope, we're figuring out where we're missing, and we're making a correction on our turret. Let's use the bad ammo again. Oh, looks like we're out of the bad ammo. We're gonna load up 5 here. And we're just gonna use holdovers. This is something I get a lot of questions about. I'm just using the reticle on the dope I already know. So if it's first time shooting this rifle, we just figured out that we shot, at 0, we were zeroed relatively close. We're gonna back this out here. And at 80 yards, we were about 1 mil. So we're just gonna hold 1 mil in the reticle, hit that target. And then we were about 1.7 mils at 100. So that's 8, 7. Hit that target. At 150, we were 4 mils. I want to get this at the bottom of that screen. 4 mils. Hit that target, and we'll have to zoom out for this guy. But all the way out there at that egg. All right, so unfortunately, this is so much hold. I could do it in the scope, but you guys aren't gonna be able to see it. I think we were, I think 5'8", 5'6". I actually can't really remember now. The sun's kind of getting out there. Let's see if we can hit it on the first shot, give it 2 tenths. Oh, we were high. I think it was 5'6". All right, do over. Single feeding this guy. There it is. But get you back on the reticle here. As you can see, this is not extremely hard. This is something that anybody can do. Just make sure that your reticle and your turret match. Mil, MOA, MOA. Either one, they're different measurements, but it doesn't really matter to us. We're gonna get our dope either from a ballistic calculator, or we're gonna come out here and shoot our targets and figure out our own dope. And all that matters really with these precision rifle scopes is that you know how to use your reticle, you understand what these measurements are, and you have good enough glass that you can see the miss so that you can see where your point of aim was, where you missed, and offset your reticle to get the hits on targets. I hope that this has helped you. If this is something that you were struggling to grasp, or you're just brand new and you were looking for more information, either way, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.